The Sun contains 99.8% of the solar system's mass. It rotates once every 25 days at the equator and 35 at the poles. Solar wind flows outward until it meets interstellar space. Mercury's thin exosphere contains atoms knocked loose by solar radiation. Venus spins backward. The Sun rises in its west. Earth's magnetic poles wander by kilometers each year. Mars once had rivers, lakes, and possibly shallow seas. Its atmosphere is now less than 1% as dense as Earth's. Jupiter's auroras are hundreds of times more powerful than ours. Lightning bolts in Jupiter's clouds stretch thousands of kilometers. Saturn's largest moon, Titan, has rivers of liquid methane. Uranus emits less heat than it receives from the Sun. Neptune's winds blow faster than 2,000 kilometers per hour. Pluto's orbit sometimes brings it inside Neptune's. Comets are frozen time capsules from the early solar system. The Sun's corona reaches millions of degrees despite being outermost. Cosmic rays come from exploding stars and distant galaxies. The Milky Way's center hides a 4 million solar mass black hole. Our solar system orbits the galactic center every 230 million years. The galaxy's spiral arms are waves of star formation. There may be 2 trillion galaxies in the observable universe. The closest large galaxy, Andromeda, is 2.5 million light-years away. Its light left before humans existed. Star clusters form from the collapse of massive clouds. The Orion Nebula is a stellar nursery visible to the naked eye. Red dwarfs burn slowly enough to live trillions of years. Blue stars live only a few million years before collapsing. White dwarfs cool so slowly they could glow for trillions of years. When 2 neutron stars merge, they forge gold and platinum. Gamma-ray bursts are the most energetic events since the Big Bang. Quasars are black holes feasting on surrounding galaxies. The cosmic web connects galaxies like a neural network. Dark matter outweighs visible matter 5 to 1. Dark energy acts like an invisible pressure pushing space apart. The universe expands by about 74 kilometers per second per megaparsec. Every galaxy moves away from every other one. Space itself is stretching. Time and space are inseparable. Together they form space-time. The faster you move, the slower your time passes. A clock on a plane ticks slower than one on the ground. Black holes distort time so much that outside observers never see objects fall in. Nothing, not even light, can escape their event horizons. Hawking radiation causes black holes to evaporate slowly. The universe is still cooling from its fiery birth. The cosmic background is now just 3 degrees above absolute zero. Each second, hundreds of stars are born somewhere in the cosmos. The oldest known light is 13.8 billion years old. Galaxies collide frequently. Space between stars is vast enough that few crash. Time moves slower near strong gravity. Gravitational waves were predicted in 1916 and proven in 2015. The night sky's darkness is proof of the universe's expansion. Earth's rotation once lasted only 6 hours. The moon's pull gradually slows it. Earth's magnetic field flips roughly every few 100,000 years. Its magnetic shield protects all surface life from solar radiation. The inner core grows slowly as the planet cools. The crust beneath oceans is younger than any continental rock. The oldest continental rocks are over 4 billion years old. Plate tectonics constantly reshapes Earth's face. The Himalayas rise about 5 millimeters per year. Earthquakes occur when tectonic stress releases suddenly. Seismic waves reveal the planet's interior structure. Volcanoes form along subduction zones and hotspots. Lava on contact with water forms glass-like obsidian. The atmosphere is 78% nitrogen and 21% oxygen. Oxygen was toxic to the first life forms. The sky appears blue because shorter wavelengths scatter more strongly. Sunsets are red because sunlight travels farther through air. Rainbows appear opposite the sun's position. Double rainbows show reversed colors in the outer arc. Clouds can carry hundreds of tons of water vapor. A hurricane releases more energy per day than all human electricity use combined. Thunder is air collapsing after lightning expands it. The ozone layer absorbs harmful ultraviolet rays. Without it, life could not survive on land. The greenhouse effect keeps Earth warm enough for oceans. Water vapor is the strongest natural greenhouse gas. Carbon dioxide stays in the air for centuries. Methane is shorter-lived, but more powerful. Ocean currents act as Earth's climate engine. The Gulf Stream carries warmth across the Atlantic. Coral reefs protect coastlines from erosion. Overfishing disrupts marine food chains. Plastic breaks into microfragments that enter all ecosystems. More than 70% of oxygen comes from ocean plankton. The deep sea is home to species yet undiscovered. Some fish create their own light to lure prey. Earth's deepest known cave extends over 2 kilometers down. Water takes about 1,000 years to complete the ocean circulation cycle. Desert sands can travel across oceans by wind. The Sahara releases 200 million tons of dust yearly. That dust fertilizes the Amazon rainforest. Antarctica holds about 60% of Earth's fresh water in ice. The South Pole is drier than the Sahara. Air pressure drops by half every 5.5 kilometers of height. Mount Everest summit has only 1/3 of sea level oxygen. Lightning occurs 8 million times a day across Earth. Fog forms when humidity reaches 100%. Dew forms when surfaces cool below air's dew point. Earth's biosphere extends several kilometers into rock and sky. Microbes live in boiling springs, glaciers, and deep rock. The smell of rain, petrichor, is bacterial perfume. Trees create local rainfall through transpiration. Forests cool the planet by shading and releasing water vapor. Earth reflects about 30% of incoming sunlight. Ice and clouds increase reflectivity. Oceans reduce it. The equator receives twice as much sunlight as the poles. The moon stabilizes Earth's tilt, preventing climate chaos. Without the moon, seasons might swing wildly. Ocean tides slow Earth's rotation gradually. 1 billion years from now, days will last 25 hours. The first life on Earth appeared over 3.5 billion years ago. All living things share a common genetic origin. DNA stores information in just 4 molecular letters. The human genome contains about 3 billion base pairs. Each human cell contains 2 meters of DNA. Your body holds about 37 trillion cells. Every second, 50 million cells die and are replaced. Red blood cells circulate for 4 months before renewal. Neurons in the brain can fire 1,000 times per second. The brain consumes 20% of your energy at rest. Nerve impulses travel up to 430 kilometers per hour. The heart beats 100,000 times daily. Blood completes a full body circuit in under a minute. Skin renews every month. Bone replaces itself roughly every decade. The liver regenerates completely after partial loss. The stomach's acid could dissolve metal if not for its lining. The lungs cover an area of 70 square meters. Your sense of balance relies on fluid inside your ears. Fingernails grow faster on your dominant hand. The cornea gets oxygen directly from the air. Eyes blink about 15 to 20 times per minute. Tears contain antimicrobial enzymes. Hair grows about 1 centimeter a month. Taste buds renew every 10 days. Smell is the only sense directly linked to memory. Sleep reorganizes memories for long-term storage. Dreams combine fragments of emotion and logic. The immune system has memory. It learns with each infection. The body hosts 100 trillion bacteria, 10 times more than human cells. Gut microbes influence appetite, mood, and immunity. Viruses infect nearly every living species on Earth. Some viruses insert useful genes into hosts. Photosynthesis powers almost all food chains. Plants turn sunlight into sugar, releasing oxygen. Chlorophyll absorbs red and blue light, reflecting green. Trees communicate distress through chemical signals. Forest fungi link root systems in vast underground networks. Algae produce half of the planet's oxygen. Coral reefs are living organisms made of tiny polyps. Fungi are closer to animals than plants. Mushrooms are only the fruiting tips of large hidden webs. Octopuses have 3 hearts and blue blood. Dolphins recognize themselves in mirrors. Crows can remember faces for years. Elephants communicate using low-frequency sounds humans can't hear. Wolves plan hunts together like teams. Bees vote collectively to choose a new hive. Some birds migrate tens of thousands of kilometers each year. Whales sing across oceans using low tones. Sharks detect electric fields from prey. Penguins can drink seawater using salt glands. Tardigrades can survive in space vacuum. Life adapts endlessly to every condition it meets. Evolution writes survival into DNA over time. Extinction clears the way for new creation. Humans share 98.8% of their DNA with chimpanzees. About 8% of human DNA comes from ancient viruses. Life is stardust learning to observe itself. Consciousness is energy arranged in reflection. Atoms are mostly space. Energy shaped by electric fields. The nucleus is a dense cluster of protons and neutrons. Protons and neutrons are made of quarks bound by gluons. Electrons occupy probability clouds, not orbits. The strong nuclear force is the most powerful known. The weak nuclear force allows radioactive decay. Gravity acts at infinite range, though weakly. Light travels at 299,792 kilometers per second, a universal constant. Nothing with mass can reach that speed. Time slows down for objects moving near light speed. Energy and mass are interchangeable. E equals mc squared. Digital fingerprints secure devices. Solar roadways generate electricity. AI weather models predict hurricanes earlier. Robots explore oil rigs underwater. Lab-grown diamonds are chemically identical to mined ones. AI can detect fake videos. Smart fabrics can monitor hydration. Some drones use AI to swarm like birds. 3D bioprinting can create artificial skin. Solar sails may one day power spacecraft. AI can predict protein structures. Virtual tourism lets you explore from home. Robots are being trained to play musical instruments. Satellites track animal migrations. Space hotels are being planned. AI tutors personalize learning for students. Wind turbines float on the ocean. Robots milk cows on smart farms. Cryogenic freezing stores organs for transplant. Digital twins model entire cities for planning. The sun is so vast that its gravity keeps planets bound from 6 billion kilometers away. Its magnetic storms create auroras on Earth and Mars alike. Mercury's core takes up 85% of its volume, more than any planet. Venus once may have had oceans before heat stripped them away. Earth's tilt of 23.5 degrees gives us seasons. Without it, climate would freeze near uniformity. Mars' tallest volcano, Olympus Mons, is 26 kilometers high. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Saturn's rings contain billions of icy particles, from dust to mountains. Uranus orbits on its side, perhaps from an ancient impact. Neptune's methane clouds create the deepest blue in the solar system. Pluto's surface temperature averages -229 degrees Celsius. The Kuiper belt extends 50 times farther than the distance between Earth and the Sun. The Oort cloud may contain trillions of icy bodies, leftovers from creation. Comets' tails always point away from the Sun, blown by solar wind. The Sun rotates faster at its equator than near its poles. Sunspots come and go every 11 years. Solar eclipses are possible only because the Moon and Sun appear the same size from Earth. The Moon is slowly drifting farther away, about 3.8 centimeters per year. Earth's day was once only 18 hours long. The planet's rotation gradually slows due to tidal friction. The faint zodiacal light in the sky is sunlight reflecting off space dust. The Milky Way spins at 828,000 kilometers per hour, yet we feel nothing. Motion is only relative. Our galaxy will merge with Andromeda in about 4 billion years. Each collision of galaxies births new stars.
The Sun is so vast that its gravity keeps planets bound from 6 billion kilometers away. Its magnetic storms create auroras on Earth and Mars alike. Mercury's core takes up 85% of its volume, more than any planet. Venus once may have had oceans before heat stripped them away. Earth's tilt of 23.5 degrees gives us seasons. Without it, climate would freeze near uniformity. Mars's tallest volcano, Olympus Mons, is 26 kilometers high. Jupiter's magnetic field is 20,000 times stronger than Earth's. Saturn's rings contain billions of icy particles, from dust to mountains. Uranus orbits on its side, perhaps from an ancient impact. Neptune's methane clouds create the deepest blue in the solar system. Pluto's surface temperature averages -229 degrees Celsius. The Kuiper belt extends 50 times farther than the distance between Earth and the Sun. The Oort cloud may contain trillions of icy bodies, leftovers from creation. Comets' tails always point away from the Sun, blown by solar wind. The Sun rotates faster at its equator than near its poles. Sunspots come and go every 11 years. Solar eclipses are possible only because the Moon and Sun appear the same size from Earth. The Moon is slowly drifting farther away, about 3.8 centimeters per year. Earth's day was once only 18 hours long. The planet's rotation gradually slows due to tidal friction. The faint zodiacal light in the sky is sunlight reflecting off space dust. The Milky Way spins at 828,000 kilometers per hour, yet we feel nothing. Motion is only relative. Our galaxy will merge with Andromeda in about 4 billion years. Each collision of galaxies births new stars. Black holes sing through gravitational waves, space-time vibrations too deep to hear. Neutron stars are so dense that 1 teaspoon would weigh 10 to the 9th power tons. A pulsar is a rotating neutron star flashing beams of radiation. Some binary stars orbit so tightly they exchange matter. Supernovae release more energy in seconds than the Sun in its entire life. Quasars shine brighter than entire galaxies. Cosmic rays bombard Earth constantly from deep space. Interstellar space isn't empty. It glows faintly with hydrogen gas. A light year measures distance, not time. The cosmic background radiation is the afterglow of the Big Bang. The universe has no center. Expansion happens everywhere. Time and space began together. There was no before. Every second, the universe grows by billions of kilometers. Galaxies drift apart faster the farther they are. Distant light stretches into red, the signature of cosmic expansion. The speed of light is constant for all observers. Time slows as one approaches that speed. Near a black hole, time nearly stops. Quantum fluctuations may have sparked the first galaxies. Cosmic inflation expanded the universe faster than light, stretching space itself. The observable universe may be a fraction of what truly exists. Some theories suggest countless parallel universes. Dark matter may form invisible halos around every galaxy. Dark energy is accelerating the expansion of space. The universe will likely continue expanding forever. Earth and environment. Earth formed 4.54 billion years ago from cosmic dust and fire. Heavy metals sank to form its core. Lighter materials floated upward. The first oceans appeared when volcanic steam condensed. The earliest atmosphere lacked oxygen entirely. Cyanobacteria began producing oxygen 2.5 billion years ago. That oxygen rusted Earth's rocks before filling the air. Continents drift slowly, pulled by mantle convection. The Atlantic Ocean widens 2.5 centimeters each year. Volcanoes build land, even as erosion wears it down. Earth's surface is renewed every few 100 million years. Most earthquakes happen along tectonic boundaries. Subduction zones recycle crust into molten mantle. Magma chambers feed volcanoes beneath the crust. Lava on the ocean floor forms basalt, the most common rock on Earth. The Mariana Trench is 11 kilometers deep. Pressure there exceeds 1,000 atmospheres. Water covers 71%. of Earth's surface. Oceans store 93% of the planet's heat. The Pacific Ocean holds nearly half of all Earth's water. The highest ocean wave ever recorded reached 30 meters. Tsunamis can travel 800 kilometers per hour. The magnetic field extends tens of thousands of kilometers into space. It deflects cosmic rays and solar particles. Without it, Earth would lose its atmosphere like Mars. The equator rotates faster than the poles, 1,670 kilometers per hour. Every 26,000 years, Earth's axis slowly precesses like a spinning top. Day lengthens by about 2 milliseconds per century. Seasons are reversed between hemispheres. Rainbows appear at 42 degrees from the anti-solar point. Fog is just cloud at ground level. Dew forms when surfaces cool below air's dew point. Frost is simply frozen dew. Snowflakes grow around dust particles in cold clouds. No two snowflakes are identical because of chaotic growth conditions. Earth's albedo, reflectivity, is about 30%. Ice reflects more sunlight than forests or oceans. The greenhouse effect traps heat radiated from Earth's surface. Without it, Earth's average temperature would be minus 18 degrees Celsius. Volcanoes and ocean microbes both emit greenhouse gases. Methane is 25 times stronger than CO2 as a heat trap. Permafrost stores twice as much carbon as the atmosphere. Forests store nearly as much carbon as the atmosphere itself. The biosphere regulates climate through respiration and photosynthesis. Air circulates globally through giant convection cells. Ocean currents distribute salt, heat, and nutrients around the globe. The Gulf Stream keeps northern Europe warm for its latitude. Coral reefs thrive in water between 23 to 29 degrees Celsius. Phytoplankton produce over half the world's oxygen. The first life likely formed near hydrothermal vents. Early organisms used chemical energy instead of sunlight. Photosynthesis evolved to harness light for energy. Oxygen accumulation allowed complex life to arise. Multicellular life appeared around 600 million years ago. All animals share genes inherited from single-celled ancestors. DNA encodes life's blueprint in 4 chemical bases. RNA may have been life's first replicator. Proteins fold into precise shapes that define their purpose. The genetic code is nearly universal across all living things. Each cell is a chemical city with thousands of reactions every second. Human DNA is 99.9% identical between any 2 people. You share about 60% of your DNA with fruit flies. The body contains 37 trillion cells, most replaced within a decade. Red blood cells lack nuclei to carry more oxygen. Neurons communicate through electrical pulses and neurotransmitters. The brain produces enough electricity to power a small light bulb.